Coach, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 14. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerves showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10. That's their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Throwing after the interception. Huntley, well, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Ian Thomas, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Watch a slant, watch a slant. Yep, slant. Go, 52, Mark 52.
To throw on second down. Love. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. Go quickly and a tackle.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. From the gun, Huntley. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 83 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice, wide open, complete, the 20. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 68 yards. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 7 yards away, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. What's good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. It's a gain of 34. These two teams all tied after one.
We got four. We got four. Yo, 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 yo. Yo!
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game. 2 yards, good enough for a first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Huntley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Huntley. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Huntley. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Jordan able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt. An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st down, Love. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer. Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta. That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it. Open man is Michael Thomas. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they? They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down. And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
That's another Saints 1st down.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Looking to throw. Love. That's caught. It's Thomas. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Defense wins championships, baby. Hey, check 24. 64. Weak. Ready.
They'll run it with Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Love. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dan Arnold in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Ready, go.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Toss play, Kamara. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. Operating from the gun. Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Lutz is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Back to throw. Huntley nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19 on second down, a run with Boodawg. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Huntley. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. Boodawg, he'll try the right side. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 34 yards there and a first down. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Here's Grant. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got room. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, Huntley. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Cameron Jordan. And boy, possession here